Well, hello teacher. On this occasion, together with my partner, we are going to talk about our English 1 project called Urban Traffic Flow, Repairing and Synchronizing Traffic Lights in Paraná City. Our names are Alejo Penchansky and Alejandro Cafaro, and we are both 20 years old. Also, we were born in the province of Entre Ríos and Santa Fe, respectively.
Alejo is from Paraná and I'm from Santo Tomé. We both share the fact of studying electronic engineer in National Technological University in Paraná. And we are in the second year of the university. Starting with the presentation, the first thing we are going to talk is about the introduction. Paraná is a big city and is the capital of the province of Entre Ríos. The area of the city is 137 square kilometers.
As Alejandro said, Paraná is a big city and has a large amount of cars. And this fact is very important because there is one vehicle for every 3 people in the city. And also this fact is for a great importance because the capital of our province has an approximate amount of 391 inhabitants. Now I am going to talk about the purpose of this project. In our project, we are going to make focus on the traffic lights that affect the traffic of the city. We are going to make a especially focus on those located in the streets in the center and in the main streets. The purpose of this project is to improve the traffic in the city by repairing traffic lights and synchronizing them to achieve a fluid traffic in our city.
In the presentation, we are going to have important titles. These titles are description of the context, problem statement, description of the scenes that help picture to the problematic situation, problem definition and analysis, identification and analysis of the causes or factor that give rise a problem, problem definition and analysis, identification of description of the consequences, and problem approach.
Now it's the moment to talk about the impact of our project. It's hoped that this project can inspire people that are in charge of the traffic in our city to make changes of all the systems in the streets and allows a faster traffic for all of the inhabitants.
The following title is one of the most important. Science is the key to solving a problem. It is description of the context. Paraná is a city located on the left side of the province of Entre Ríos. It is very close to the city of Santa Fe. That means every day many cars go from Santa Fe to Paraná for work or study like me.
Majority of streets that connect the city lead to what is called the central zone, which is an extensive area where you can find highly visited places such as the Sanspenia Square. Another landmark that is there is the Círculo Cinema, which is relatively new compared to other cinemas in the city. Then we have the La Paz Shopping Mall, which is at the moment one of the only two shopping malls on the city. Then we have the San Martin Pedestrian Precinct, these being the most visited places of the city. And finally, the San Martin Hospital is found, which is one of the most important public hospitals of the central zone of the city.
Paraná has 9 important very streets, which are the ones with the most traffic. These streets are Churrain Avenue, Francisco Ramírez Avenue, de las Américas Avenue, Eduardo Racedo Boulevard, 25 de Mayo Street, Monte Casero Street, Corrientes Street, and Carbo.
Oh, sorry. At this point, I'm going to talk about the problem statement of this project. In general, this project have many aspects to analyze. We analyze the problems about the traffic lights because we think that this is the topic where have most of the problems. But what is a traffic light? Traffic light is a signaling device that allows the regulation of traffic light of public roads. Sorry. So, Paraná has two major problems connected with traffic lights. One of them is the bad synchronization of the traffic lights. And the other is the traffic lights out of order.
Now, let's talk about the description of the scenes that help picture the problematic situation. The first is the bad synchronization of the traffic lights. Something important to be able to control the traffic is the green wave. The green wave basically is the traffic lights should turn on the green light as the cars circulate at the certain speed. The next section is traffic light out of order. As we can see in the photo, the traffic lights without any active light is a big problem because there is nothing to control the traffic in the city. But there are two ways we usually see traffic lights out of service. One is the completely off, and the other is constant blinking yellow traffic light.
Now I am going to talk about the causes or factors that give rise to the problem. There are three mainly causes or factors that give rise to the problem. One of them is the lack of maintenance. The maintenance of traffic lights is a very important task for their operation over time. And in the Paraná, it is not done very often. The second is the obsolete or old materials that are in the traffic lights of the city. This fact is capable of causing traffic lights to burn. So it is important to take care about these kind of things. And finally, we have the bad synchronization of traffic lights. And this is a cause that directly affect the flow of the traffic of the city.
Continuing with the problem definition and analysis, now let's talk about identification and description of the consequences. There are two central consequences like slow traffic and car accidents.
Sorry. Now I'm going to describe, we are going to describe the problem approach of our project. The proposal of the project here begins with the remodeling and synchronizing of the traffic lights of the city. So to do it, we are going to seek the steps of the developed countries like Austria, England, and Germany to achieve a fluid traffic with new technologies. So to achieve this fluid traffic, we need to reach three things that are too important. The first, the renewal of traffic light materials. Then we have to reach the good synchronization of traffic lights, and finally we have to reach the traffic light maintenance that we talked 3 minutes ago. So to do it, the implementation of artificial intelligence or AI is presented.
For the implementation of the artificial intelligence, it's necessary three basically things: high resolution cameras, radar sensors, and sensors under the asphalt. Why are they necessary? They are necessary because with the high resolution cameras, radars, artificial intelligence will be able to capture the real traffic situation, determine the exact number of vehicles, and detect the average speed. And the sensor under the asphalt convey the information on the circulation of vehicles.
Well, it's the time to analyze its operation in different situations. First, we are going to analyze its operation in heavy traffic. Well, when the traffic is heavy, the cameras and radars collect information for the position and number of cars and people at the moment. So this information goes directly to the AI, and the AI develop a plan to dissolve the traffic.
In the case the traffic is medium, the AI task will be easier. AI should maintain the traffic or speed it up by giving priority to the lane with the greatest accumulation of cars.
Well, when the traffic is low, is when the AI really shines. Because when the cameras and radars locate the first car to appear, the traffic light will immediately allow passage to reduce waiting times. As a result, we have much shorter waiting time.
Now, let's see the strengths and weakness of the project. The strengths are three base important for the developed world or developed city. The first is faster traffic. The second is noise pollution reduction. And the last one is CO2 emission reduction.
And it is important to talk about the weaknesses of this project. There are two mainly weaknesses, and the first one is the expensive development, because the implementation of AI in the streets, it is really expensive, and at this moment the economic state of our country, it's not very good. So we think that it is really important to say that it is an expensive development that we have to do it to make this happen. Then it's the fluidity only guaranteed in the center of the city, because we are making an especially focus on the center part of the city and on the main streets. So we can only guarantee the fluidity in the center of the city.
Okay. In conclusion, through the incorporation of the modern technologies implemented in traffic lights, our project aims to improve the traffic in the city of Paraná, making it safer and more orderly. This project can be an impetus for the government to implement this technology to improve the quality of the life of the inhabitants.
And that's our
That is
project.
all. Thank you so much, and see you the next year.
Thank you very much. That was a very good presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.